Oh, much better. Wow. That is high tech. I love it. All right, so our next comic is a local guy. I'm not sure who is here to see him, but I'm sure someone is. Put your hands together for Mick Mellamphy.
Hello, everybody. How are you? My name's Mick. I'm from Ireland. Thanks very much. And I'd like to think I haven't lost my accent. You know, I was in Dublin recently in a pharmacy, and I was buying painkillers that you just can't buy over here. And the woman asked me, she said, the woman said, "Are you taking these back to America?" I said, "Yeah." "What makes you think I live in America?" She said, "Jesus, you have a voice like John Wayne." "The hell I do, Pilgrim." You see, in this country, I'm a foreigner. And the minute I open my mouth, cab drivers take me on tours of the 5 boroughs. And all I want to do is get from Times Square to bloody Grand Central. But in Ireland now, I'm a foreigner also. Like, people always asking me, am I here to visit my roots? I have to explain to them I'm Irish. I'm not Irish-American. I don't give a shit about my roots. People have this notion that, you know, Irish people are real intense Roman Catholics. That's not true. Irish people are roaming Catholics. We roam around this notion of being religious. We take all the good things like Christmas, Easter, St. Patrick's Day, and we get rid of the bad stuff, like fasting. No sex until marriage. Gays are evil. Gays are evil. Okay, so the Pope lives in Rome, wears fancy hats, jewellery, dresses, Prada shoes, is always in the company of other men, is telling you that if you're gay, you're going to spend eternity in a fiery pit getting poked up the bum by horny devils. Well, there's nothing queer about that now, is there? Truth be known, step on the thing. Truth be known, the only time I actually go to church is for important occasions. Funerals, weddings, and to relive the time when I lost my virginity. And if Father Murphy isn't there, I just sit and hang out and reminisce. You know? Can you imagine what it must have been like to be in school with Jesus Christ? Well, that'd be tough. You know, there you are in gym class together, swimming. He's fucking walking on the water. You're in chemistry class, he's turning water into wine. Shop, forget about it. His family's in the carpentry trade. There you are, banging away on a little piece of wood, trying to come up with something useful like a doorstop. What would he be building? What would Jesus do if Jesus were in shop? I've always pictured Jesus just banging away and making a big cross for himself. You know, I'd be like, are you sure about that, Jesus? You know, how are you going to get that thing home? He's like, Mick, man. Because Jesus sounds like Clint Eastwood in my head. He's like, Mick, man. I'm Jesus. I'm going to carry my cross alone. Fucking wanker. Really? Yeah, it's your funeral, pal. So, my wife decided she wanted some plastic surgery. She came home black and blue from head to toe. She looked like she'd been mugged. Actually, I kind of wish she was mugged. It would have been cheaper than the plastic surgery. But she's now going to start a girl. She's going down to her spin class. Still goes to yoga, you know. People must have been suspicious because the cops have been calling around. They think I'm beating up my wife. I'm beating up my wife? Really? If I was beating up my wife, I'd have the good sense not to leave any bloody marks. So why should... Thank you. Thank you, sir. It was a little late coming, but 4 weeks actually, that joke. So why should you ever see good-looking, hot, sexy people having sex? You know, you catch your parents having sex. In New York City, you hear the old couple that lives downstairs having sex all the time. You never catch that hot blonde chick that lives next door having sex. You know, so there's a simple reason for this, because hot, sexy people don't have sex. They don't need to have sex. The only reason I ever had sex was to get that affirmation that I was still hot and sexy. So when I went to bars and clubs when I was single, I'd always hit on the ugly girl. You know, I'd hit on the ugliest girl in the room and work my way up. And gradually, as the night wore on, people got more and more desperate. Eventually, it'd land a pretty not-so-bad-looking, unattractive lady. And you'd get sex. And I'd feel great about myself. Does anybody here watch Discovery Channel? Yeah? Yeah, Man vs. Wild? Yeah? All the girls watch Man vs. Wild. Well, basically, it's this guy who he goes into extremely wild situations and shows you how to survive. Now, I love this show. I love this show because the guy is English. It's like pornography for Irish guys. I mean, here he is, this English guy, and he's eating testicles. You know, he's drinking his own piss. It's fucking great, you know. Last week, he ate bear shit. I swear to God, bear ate bear shit. It's a bit tangy. The protein in this bear shit could save you from possible life or death situations, you dirty limey. How can you stick something so disgusting into your mouth? I swear, when I saw that, I almost puked up the blood sausage I had for breakfast. I've been doing lots of stuff lately. I've been getting lots of stuff off my chest. I've been surfing. I've been snowboarding. I went skydiving 6 months ago. I figure this is my way of beating cancer. Now, I don't have cancer. But if I do ever, you know, if the doctor ever tells me I've got cancer, I'll be able to stick my middle finger up at cancer. I'll be able to say, that's okay. Because I've already done all the good shit I wanted to do. You know? I'll be able to sit around and do what every guy really wants to do more than anything, which is nothing. I tried that joke in a comedy club last week, and a woman got up in the middle of it, and she started screaming at me, shouting at me, you're disgusting, you're horrible, how could you? You should be ashamed of yourself, making jokes about cancer. Apparently her mother had just died of cancer, you know, so I was shocked. Her mother just died of cancer, and she was at a comedy club. I mean, what was this, the memorial? You guys are lovely, thank you very much.